Hello, you guys. This is Fabio coming back with another YouTube live stream video. What I want to talk about in this particular video is I do know that I have a lot of subscribers on that want to start a business and not necessarily a commercial cleaning company, but they want to start a business. I spoke to many of you. Many of you I spoke to you. Some of you I speak to regularly. And the thing is, they say, well, Fabio, I'm trying to get things situated. I really, really want to start a business. I want to start this cleaning business, or I want to start this security firm. I want to start this online business. So I talk to you a lot of guys and a lot of you, and I understand the frustration of working and trying to make that transition from work to entrepreneurship or to business owner. Okay, so here's the thing. I received an email, I don't know, maybe a couple of days ago, and I didn't get a chance to respond back. My assistant didn't get a chance to respond back to it. Hey, how's it going, Ali? How's it going? Scrub it up. How's everybody? How's everybody? If you're just joining me, I want you to go ahead, like, share, and subscribe if you don't mind. Don't know how long this video is going to be, but I just want to get it out. Okay. Now, how do you make that transition? Okay, so you're working at a job, right? And you're in the process, whether you got your DBA name, you got your EIN, you got, whatever, your insurance, you got everything, right? So you're kind of making that transition from job to entrepreneur, or from job to business owner. Okay, so in the midst of one of my subscribers, in the midst of that happening, with the revenue, this is for me, okay, with the revenue that they were utilizing, not only to take care of their families and take care of the household, and still trying to pull revenue out of that to be able to, damn, I just got fired. Wow. They're trying to pull the revenues out of that job and get the business going, right? Well, in the midst of that happening, one of my subscribers, they said they got fired from the job. So now they're not sure if this cleaning stuff is for them. She said that she got a lot of products. She bought, chemicals and solutions. She said she bought a few new vacuum cleaners, and this came over the course of just working, just trying to build it up before she actually got the, tell me about it, before she actually got the a client. So she do have one client, thanks to my YouTube video, she said, but she said the one client isn't paying like a whole hell of a lot of money, but it's better than nothing. Okay. She's having problems in processing in her head on how to get another account. And I said, well, what did you do to get the first account? She said, well, I took your door-to-door option. I said, well, how often do you go door-to-door? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just spoke to the person. What's up, Fabio? It's been a while. Yep, it's been a while. So I just spoke to the person. Like I said, they sent a email, got over to me. I did want to speak to, because I don't do the email typing myself. I'd rather talk to you. So I'm coming with this video because I'm sure there's a lot of people that's on the verge of getting fired. And when I'm talking about fire, guys, I'm talking about people that actually have jobs, not necessarily their cleaning business, okay? But people that have jobs, and they're trying to make that convert over to their cleaning business or to whatever business that they're trying to start up. Here's the thing. Generally speaking, I'm late, but I'm here, all ears open. Okay. Here's the thing. Generally speaking, you kind of don't know when you're going to get fired. Okay. You don't know. Sometimes it's obvious because you're having maybe turmoil with employees or with your boss and things like that. So your hours get lower. So sometimes it's obvious, but sometimes you getting fired is nothing of your fault. Like it's not your fault. Sometimes they downsize, they sell the company, they've been acquired, whatever the case is. Okay. So how would I handle something like that? Well, I would press towards to what I'm doing already. Like if you're going door to door, right? And like she said, she has one account. All she have to do is 10x whatever she did to get the one account, 10x that, and get 2 accounts, 3 accounts. Now it's not going to be easy. Okay, it's not going to be easy. When I first got my very first account, that installed a belief within me that I will be able. Hey Fabio, how's everything going? Okay, great. That installed belief in me that I would be able to get more contracts. So Um, the thing is that if you need to get another job, in the meantime, if you need to get another job in the middle of winter, okay, if you need to get another job, a part-time job, a full-time job, and kind of pick up where you left off in terms of getting your business started, okay? The thing is I think a lot of my subscribers, a lot of you guys watch the videos and watch my videos, and that's a good thing. Keep on doing that. But I'm not sure as to how ferocious you are in terms of trying to get new contracts. Like, I'm not sure if you guys are really doing it every single day, okay? You have to do this thing every single day. A lot of people can't escape the employee mentality, so therefore they carry that employee mentality on to their cleaning business or whatever business that they want to start up. I watch a lot of, not all the time, but I watch a lot of different entrepreneurs here on YouTube, right? And I see a lot of girls are starting up these hair companies, right? They're selling weave and this and that and this and that, and they're making a fortune with that. And I was watching one channel, the young lady said something along the line. She had a pretty decent job, and she got really sick and tired with her job. She only had $5,000 in her bank account, and she quit the job because she believed in herself enough to start this hair company. Now, this was, I think she said 2 years ago, okay? And in 1 year, she did $1 million. Well, she said under 8 months. She did $1 million, her and her mom. They worked together. They had the same type of job. They actually worked for airlines. I believe it was Delta Airlines, if I'm not mistaken. And her mom quit the business, and in 1 year, or under, I should say under 1 year, they did $1 million. Okay, now they already had, a little money saved up, and they had a bit of a cushion, but they actually quit their jobs because they believed in each other and they believed in themselves to be able to get this hair company off the ground and get it going and get it motivated and stay motivated, and then get new business coming in. Okay, so you guys have to do the exact same thing. See, with them, they didn't have a company prior to quitting. They had an idea, and what they did was quit, met their heads together, put their monies together, and they started this hair business that did 1 million in revenue in 8 months. Okay. So it could definitely be done. So if they can do it by just quitting and having that little cushion, I know you guys can do it, right? I know you guys could do it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a great audio book to listen to. A very great audio book to listen to. If you guys just joining me, I want you to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. As you see, I don't get a chance to get on the videos too often. I'm running my business. I do get emails and stuff like this all the time. I don't get a chance to get back to it, but I do want you guys to hear, even though I don't get a chance to talk to you all the time, or even though I don't get a chance to go live and converse and shoot ideas back and forth, I do think that you guys could do this. If you, okay, some of you guys have the opportunity, like, to start a business, and some of you guys have more backing than you think in terms of maybe a wife or a husband or things like that. Somebody got a cushion, right, backing. And then some people, it's just them. It's like them against the world, right? They don't have a lot of money. They don't have no one that really care about their business or care about them particularly, so they're just out here. The thing is, when I first started my business, guys, and this is why it sounds redundant. You guys probably know what I'm going to say before I say it. But the reason, when I first started my business, I had nobody that believed in me. If you go back and you watch some of my very old years ago, my very old videos, you will see when I was just starting to get it out the mud, when I was counting cash and stuff back in those days, right? Because I was excited, number one, that I was able to do this thing, because I had limited beliefs. I didn't believe in myself all the way. If you're just joining me, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. I would at least appreciate that. That let me know that you guys are here, you're focused, you're listening to me, and help my build my channel and that type of thing. So if you're just joining me, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. But getting back to the point, back in those days, like, I had, the same complex that you guys had. I had, could I really do this complex? I don't have nobody to believe in me. I had a girlfriend at the time, and she broke up with me because of the fact that I wanted to do this business that she thought was crazy to do. So I had all the odds stacked against me. Okay. No one believed in me. I believed in myself. I took the initiative. People say, I don't know why he's going out there just harassing people. That's what people used to say. Hit that button on me. That people say, I don't know why he's going out knocking on doors, harassing people, right? Trying to get people to, let me see, I'm still my full-time job. Use this second job to invest in my business. Yeah, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. But here's the thing. If you think that you're on the verge of getting fired, I would suggest you look for another job, right? Because sometimes you know it's coming, and then sometimes you don't see it at all. So if you're having problems with coworkers, or you're having problems with somebody, they mad because you won't date them, or whatever the case is, right? Your boss, or whatever the case is, I would suggest you guys look for another job while you still have this job. So in the event that something does happen, you have this extra job. Okay. I'm not against working on your business part time, because you can have a full time job, work on your business part time, and eventually get that business up where it overthrow what you're currently doing. People ask me all the time, Fabio, uh, how do I know when to quit my job? If I got this cleaning business, how do I know when to quit the job? And I tell them, when you're making at least 2 to 3 times what you're currently making at your job. That's just because, if you're, for an example, if you're making 2 grand a month, right, which most people isn't, but if you're making 2 grand a month, and this is take home, this is what you have to survive with the whole month, and you're able to pay your rent, pay your bills, your car notes, or whatever you got going on. If you can do that with 2 grand a month, I know you can do it with 4 grand a month. I know you can do it with 6 grand a month. So people ask me, Fabio, when should I quit my job? When you're making at least 2 to 3 times what you're currently making. Okay. If you just, or even if you making 2 grand a month in your cleaning business, right? And you still have this job, I wouldn't say 2 grand a month in your cleaning business is sufficient enough to stop. I would try to double that or even triple that. And then you can let the job go. Okay. Because I don't know, you don't want to put yourself in a tight spot where you say, okay, I'm I bring in 2 grand with my cleaning business, and I bring in 2 grand with my job. So hell, if I could survive with 2 grand in my job, then I know I could survive with 2 grand in my cleaning business. But what you forgetting is you still have to pay taxes right on that, and then you still have a little bit of overhead, not a whole hell of a lot of overhead, but you're still gonna have overhead. So try to get up 2 or 3 times that dollar amount. Okay, so get up to $4,000 or $6,000 in monthly revenue, and then quit the job. Or if you don't want to do that, you can still have your job, right? Still work your job and still grow this thing as big as you want to grow it, as far as your cleaning business. Okay, I'm against talking about your cleaning business to other employees, okay, or coworkers that you work with. Here's why: because I've had people tell me this. They tell their boss, they tell the people that they work with, they tell other people about the cleaning business. And what happened? Everybody have an uncle that does a cleaning business, and it didn't work for the uncle, so obviously it won't work for you. That's incredibly not true, you guys. It's not true. You can tell a gazillion one, oh yeah, my auntie, she does this, she does this, she worked for Molly Maid, or she does this, or he worked for Anago, and he started his up, and in 6 months he was done, and this. That's them. That's them. Do not let what other people say get to you, because that's them, right? They might not have had the same drive as you, guys. They might not have had the same belief system as you. They may had people in their corner that sabotage them, right? For whatever reason or another. That's not you. So don't get caught up in what other people say. So I'm totally against, when you starting it up in the beginning, I'm totally against you just kind of talking with a lot of people. Because when people don't see your vision, a lot of times what they try to do is sabotage it. They don't see it, they don't believe it, and then they try to sabotage it. Okay, and that's the last thing you need. That's the last thing you need in the very beginning, right? Because it's already, you have this complex in your head as, can I really work this business? Is it really for me? Can I really do this? Right? So you already thinking, I don't know if I can do it. Can I do it? Is it for me? And then for a third party to come in and tell you you can't do it and here's why, oh man, the game is over for you because you already battling in your head if you can really do this or not. Okay, that's why I like to talk to you a lot. I follow up with a lot of people, whether you done bought something from me or you haven't bought anything from me. A lot of you guys I talk to on a regular. Some of you guys have my number. When you get down, you say, "Hey, Fabio, I ran into a rut, and here's my situation. Can you help me?" And I kind of give you some pointers. But see, I don't have that Fabio guy in my corner, right? When I run into a rut, so I kind of just think my way out of a paper bag, so to speak. I think my way out of it, right? Because I know business on a daily basis, something is going to happen. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but inevitably something is going to happen, even if it's not every single day. Okay, you probably won't have adversity every day, but you have to be strong-minded enough, right? You have to have that gut feeling that you can do this enough that whatever obstacle is thrown at you, that you'll be able to overcome it. Okay, you have to have that in your mind that every day is not going to be the same. I'm going to have good days, I'm going to have bad days, but I can overcome it. And you have to train your mind, you have to train yourself to believe that. Don't say I can overcome it because Fabio said you can overcome it. You have to really know deep down inside that you can overcome it. Okay? A lot of you guys are getting in the cleaning business for the wrong reason. Some of you guys are great at online marketing. Some of you guys are great at coaching. Some of you guys are great at cutting hair, great at braiding, great at, writing, great at doing other things. There's a lot of other different things that you guys could be doing. If you're a social media expert and you're good at social media, you can actually do ads and advertising and social media structuring for companies, and they'll pay you thousands upon thousands of dollars, right? Month after month. And that can be just the gist of your business that you can do from the comfort of your own home, right? So home-based business is totally on the rise. It does not mean you have to have a cleaning business, guys. You have to ask yourself, why am I starting a cleaning business? Okay? Why is this something I'm just doing just for the money? Or is this something because I like cleaning? Or is this something because, my friend did it and my uncle did it years ago, so I think I got it in my blood? Why are you starting a cleaning business? Right? Is this really the business for you? Like just recently, and I don't know why, but just recently, okay, you guys know I do Direct Auto Network, which is an auto broker firm. Okay, just recently I started a apartment and home finding service. Okay, and the reason I did that is because I'm thinking that everybody must think that I got the hookup, or I got the, the whatever about finding apartments and homes. So I turned it into a business easily. I just turned it to a business. So I did the registration just over a couple of weeks ago or whatnot. I got that started up. I already got customers coming in through the likes of Facebook, right? Facebook groups and different things like that. And basically all I do is I'm the middleman between the customer and the property management. And I just match deals. That's it. I charge the customer a nominal fee to do this. They pay that fee. They fill out what we call a CPR, customer profile report. And I get the information, what type of house they're looking for, what type of apartment they're looking for, how many bedrooms they're looking for, do they need a garage, don't they need a garage, that type of thing. And I just started it up, right? But see, again, I'm business minded. I'm business minded. The reason I did that because I felt like it was a demand for that particular business, because on Facebook, people know my business. They know I do cleaning, but people seem to ask me about other situations. Hey, Fabio, you know anybody renting any houses? Hey, Fabio, you know where I can get an apartment where they don't do a credit check because my credit is shot? Hey, Fabio. And all I do is just match them with the property management or the landlords, right? I hired an inspector that works for my city in the city of Michigan, right? City of Detroit, the state of Michigan. Hired an inspector that's local, okay, where he can go in and inspect these apartments, inspect these houses and things like that. Give me a list of a write-up of everything that's going bad with it. Because the last thing I want to do, right? And I'm just kind of giving you guys how I think and why things seem to work for me. The last thing I want to do is put somebody in the home, get them all comfortable, and then the first time they go down and they hook their washer and their dryer up in the basement, the pipes start leaking and things like that. So that's why I would want to get it inspected early on so we can catch something like that. And at the very least, let this party know, hey, we have leaking pipes down here or whatever. If they still want it, they can get it. They just gotta, get this fixed or whatever. Or if they don't want it, whatever, we look for another home for them, right? So I just started that up, and that's, like I say, that's because people was asking me, hey, Fabio, do you know any apartments that I can get into that don't do a credit check? Or do you know a house that I can get into? Uh, because I'm having a problem with my landlord. So I want to move, right? Again, so your mind should always be circulating, but I'm doing that only because it's a demand. So that's what I'm saying. You guys need to figure out if cleaning is for you. Some people I talk to, they say, well, Fabio, I want to do, I like doing hair, but I want to do cleaning because I feel like I can make a little bit money, a little money so I can move over into my hair. Well, why not just do hair? Why not just build your hair clientele up, right? You can start in a salon, rent a booth, right? I go to the shops, I get my hair braided and, what we call a Dominican blowout, right? Get it flat iron out, straight and all of that stuff. So I know how it goes. All you have to do is you get in there, you work in a shop, get your clientele up, right? Make some money, develop your brand, develop yourself, right? Get your postcards out there, your flyers, put yourself on the card or on the flyer so people know you exist. Same thing with my barbers. There's people that I spoke to on here that's barbers, but they doing cleaning. So why do cleaning over doing cutting hair, doing barber? You the same thing. You rent you a booth in a barber shop, right? Get your clientele up, right? Be different. Find some, see what other barbers are doing within that same, barber shop or that same salon. See what other girls are doing in there and see how you can be different. Build your brand, right? And then those clients that you generate with being in the barbershop or being in the hair salon, you can take them anywhere and they'll follow you wherever you go because they like the way you cut hair or they like the way you do hair, right? So I'm just using that as an example, okay? For an example, I spoke to a girl maybe 2.5 weeks ago or something like that. She's into LPN or nursing and that type of thing. And I say, look, I think a great thing for you to do is start your own home healthcare thing. You can start as an independent person, right? Doing it where the state pays you. I say, all you have to do, you get your business cards, you place a few ads, do Facebook sponsors. It's a lot of elderly people that need people to do private duty, private home care, home health care, right? Where you go to their homes, you help them out, you run errands with them, you do. This is just the way I'm wired, guys. I'm not better than anybody, but I just think a lot differently than most. Okay, so like I say, why are you starting your cleaning business? Okay, so to get back on being fired, a lot of us know that we have complications at the workplace. Don't wait till you get fired and to try to figure out what you're gonna do now. Okay, a lot of you guys are not marketing the business yet. You're buying a lot of supplies and a lot of business cards and flyers and stuff like that. While paperwork is important, I do agree that you should, get your paperwork out the way. If you can get that first, go ahead and get that out the way because it's nothing worse than trying to go do a walkthrough and they say, yeah, we want to hire you. And then you got to call me and say, Fabio, I don't have a contract. I don't know how to write up an estimate. I don't have an estimate spreadsheet or estimate, a breakdown sheet. I don't have, what should I do? What can you help me get any resources? Okay, so get the paperwork out the way. Your LLC, your EIN, all of that stuff, right? Go ahead and get it out the way. But don't get too comfortable. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. Don't get too comfortable at your job because in your mind, whether you get a new job or whether this job you're currently working at right now, okay, go in every single day with the idea that I can get fired. And I don't know why, but I can get fired. Okay. You want to kind of scare yourself in a sense, if that makes sense to you guys. You want to kind of scare yourself in a sense to not get comfortable, if that makes sense to you guys. It's kind of like when you, I don't know what example I could use, but I don't know, like it's the roller coasters. Like you go, to Cedar Point or whatever the case is, and you've seen on TV that people was falling off roller coasters, right? So now when you go to Cedar Point, you're kind of scared to do a roller coaster because you've seen what could possibly happen if you get on one, right? So you done scared yourself out of doing roller coasters. That might not even happen for you or to you, but the fact that you've seen it on TV, you kind of scared yourself out of riding those particular rides when you go to Cedar Point or something like that. So again, you want to transition well, but you don't want to get so comfortable at your job where you think you can't get fired and then it happened to you and then you don't know what to do. That's why I tell people to pick up the phones every single day, to make those calls. That's why I tell people to go door knocking every single day. Okay? Because in order for you to pick up that traction for your cleaning business, I'm talking specifically for my cleaning business people. In order for you to get that traction, you have to do something to get that traction. Okay? You have to do something to get that traction. Otherwise, it's going to be the same circumstances each and every year for you. You might have this job, you could get fired, anything can happen. Okay, so now you done got fired, what should you do? If it was me, I would just go work full fledged into my business and I would hit it hard. But I understand the realistic part of still having to pay bills, you got kids, you got other things. So what you might have to do is find yourself another job. Okay. I don't want to say necessarily put your cleaning business on the back burner, but reality is you still have to make money, right? Because you still have bills you have to pay, you have kids that depend upon you, different things like that. So you go get yourself another job, whether it's part-time or full-time, get yourself situated, and then pay more attention to your cleaning business, okay? Because we got to go by the reality. And the reality is you got fired right now and you need the income to continue to come in, especially if you don't have a significant income already in the bank that'll get you over for the next 3, maybe 6 months or so. Okay, so if that's not your reality, then you have to get another job or some type of little hustle to get that revenue back up. So you put your business kind of like on hold, on a pause, but you don't want to totally forget about it. Okay, if you in a situation now and you think there's a high chance that, or you heard through the grapevine that they're selling the company, or they being acquired, or somebody's going to take it over, what I would suggest you guys do, whether that happened or not, that would be enough within itself to scare me. I would get to looking for other jobs. Okay, get to looking for other jobs, because again, you don't want to put yourself in a circumstance where you actually get fired and then you lose that income, you lose that revenue. Okay, because you already have this cleaning business that you're trying to build, but you have no account, or you might have one account. If you have one account, once again, like I just said, a little bit ago, all you have to do is 10x that, and you'll be able to get 2 accounts, 3 accounts, 4 accounts, and build your business all the way up. Okay, but it's not just gonna fall in you guys' lap. Okay, don't let your employer also, and then this what I was telling the young lady, don't let your employer dictate how you move, or try to put such a band on you where you lose focus of your business or the business that you're trying to start up. Because sometimes that'll happen there. Put a lot of weight on you. You got to do this, or we need you to do extra hours, or we need you to do this. You don't want to totally, the object of the game is to pull away from the job and consume all your energy and building your business up. Okay, do that make sense? Let me check these comments here. Let me see if I got any. Hey, Fabio, I work full time. It's a good idea to put out flyers, put on doors, nights. Let me see, for face to face with them. TC, I would suggest you go door to door and try to meet the decision maker. Okay, or at least uh, meet the gatekeeper. Okay, you want to build that rapport. You want them to know that you exist. You want them to know about you. It's okay to just leave a piece of paper, at the doorstep, and this and this and that, but you still may not get the response Because number one, it costs you for the flyers, right? It costs you for the business cards, the door hangers. It costs you for all of that, right? That's my coffee pot. So it costs you for all of that, right? Um, I'm into low to no. I'm into low to no cost type of marketing. That's the way I like to do it, especially in the early on stages, in the very beginning stages. Okay. Um, in the early on stages, all I paid for was my course. It was like $209 or so with the shipping, right? Shipped to me, but everything else came after that was sweat equity. Like I didn't really spend too much more money on marketing. I got my business card from Vistaprint. That was like $10 for 500, I think, at the time, right? So after that, I had my business cards. I didn't even have a flyer. I just had a business card when I first started out. And I would suggest that you have a flyer with a great offer on it if you're going to go door to door. But I'm not a big fan of just leaving your flyer on the door or leaving this at the mailbox or leaving this here without talking to nobody. Okay, I'm not a big fan of that. Um, if you do, you want to have that marketing material ready already. Like if you go door to door, if you're doing residential, no one's home, you can leave a door hanger right there to show that you've been there. And then when they do come home, but see, your message on that door hanger have to be powerful, TC. It has to be powerful because you have to have a message on there that's so compelling that get them to want to pick up their phones and call you. Okay. Also, you want to do follow-ups. That's why a lot of people that I speak to, they don't get contracts because they don't do follow-ups. They just don't. They go door to door. They talk to the decision maker, or they talk to the gatekeeper, but they don't follow up. The person say, "Well, I'm not going to be in until Monday." So they say, "Okay, great. I'll give you a call Monday. I'll come back Monday," and then they don't call or they don't come back. So it's like essentially it's like a person wasting their time. So you want to follow up, but hopefully I answered your question. I know it's kind of long. To give you the short answer to what was saying, don't just leave a flyer or a poster, whatever the case is. Don't just leave that. Okay, at least if you're gonna leave it, at least talk to somebody like the gatekeeper or the decision maker, right? And say, "Here's my business card. Here's my flyer." Okay. Let me see what else we have here. No problem, TC. HBZ, I'm a franchise and I also have an LLC. Someone wants me to do a cleaning through my LLC side of the business. Is that a breach of contract under non-compete? Yes. By the way, how's yours going? My business is going great, actually. Like I said, I just started up an apartment finding service, a home and apartment finding service. So my business is going great. The cleaning business, if that's what you're talking about, that's doing great. I have no problems there. Getting calls all the time. I see more franchises calling me on a more consistent basis. So I'm not cleaning wise. I'm not having any problems. Revenues can always be higher, obviously, but everybody's getting paid. Everything is going swell on my end. Let me see here. But that is a breach of contract. I don't know. You have to check with your franchisor, or you might want to go and read through your policy and procedures and that type of material, the stuff that you got when you signed up with your franchise. Okay, because some franchise will allow you to step out and do your own thing, and then some you can't do it. Most likely, if you signed a non-compete uh, agreement with your franchise, then it's safe to say that you probably wouldn't be able to do it. Okay. Um, I've heard some people do it on the side, but I mean, if you get too big and that type of thing and your name get out there, and then your franchisor find out that you got the side business, then there might be some repercussions behind that. Okay. So let me see here. DTN professional. He says, "I'm still working full-time job. Just got an interview for a second job. I will use that second job to invest in my business right now. I'm part-time in my business. Got to believe in yourself." Yeah, that's exactly what BP says. "Hit that button, homie. Definitely rich dad for that. Definitely. What's up, Fabio? Hey, how's it going? Melendez. Middle of the winter. Okay, February. Okay, great. Hey Fabio, how's everything? I'm Gene here. Oh, hey, how's it going, Gene? Let me see here. Late. Just reading the comments, guys. What's up, Fabio? It's been a while. Okay, let me see here. Let's see here. Going through this right now. Yeah, scrub it up. You just stay focused, man, and you have to position yourself somewhat of what I was talking about here. Need them flyers. Okay. Damn, I just got fired. Okay. Sorry, that's my Facebook, you guys. Yeah, yeah, absolutely answered that. Okay, not a problem. You see, yeah. So that's what I would suggest to you guys. Like, um, I know how treacherous it could be out here trying to get new business, but absolutely, guys, the absolute way is to stay consistent and stay doing it. I wish it was something that I could tell you to do different. I absolutely wish it was something that I can tell you to do different. Okay, but it's not. You have to stay aggressive with it because every single day somebody is starting up a cleaning business, and every single day that you don't go out there and that you don't go knocking doors, you got a company like mine or somebody else that's going to get a contract that you possibly could have got today if you only went out there and you got the job done. Okay, um, like I mean, a lot of this stuff don't even take money to do. Don't even take money to go door to door. Now it take time, but a lot of this stuff don't even take money to do. So money shouldn't even really be a factor, you guys. Okay, money shouldn't even really be a factor. This is the I'm not gonna say the only business, but this is one of the most incredible business where you can make a lot of money and not have a lot of overhead. But it is time consuming. Okay, but you have to be able to go out there every single day and bring some type of uh, get some type of interest into your business, into your company. Okay, and in order for you to do that, you have to be visible. You have to go out there. You have to knock doors. Excuse me. You have to pick up the phones. I don't care about people hanging up on you. I get hung up on. Okay, it's not fun, right? But at the end of the day, that one yes. Sorry about that, guys. This is that one yes could be the difference between night and day for your business because we don't know what that yes could be. That yes could be a $5,000 account. And I'm dead ass serious. There's people out there, even on my channel, even people that watch my videos or that came through my lead generation or anything like that. There's people where I actually not me, but my people actually made calls and their first contract was like 3 grand, right? Now it doesn't always happen for everybody, but there's times where stuff like that happen. People come back and tell me, "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do, Fabio. I just hope I don't blow this 3 grand out because I never, this like my first deal, and I don't want to f up." You know what I'm saying? So again, you have to stay consistent. You have to work this every single day. Okay, I'm giving you realistic pointers over here on this channel, you guys. So I would definitely adhere to me, okay? Because I'm not about to paint you this pie in the sky and you got to be super corporate and super this. I'm telling you how I did it, and if you duplicate what I did, you can create a similar result. Like I say, some of you guys I spoke to over the phone, and then I come back and I speak to you again, and you're still at the same situation. Okay, you have to be able to get it out the mud. You have to be so aggressive. You have to want it as bad as you want to breathe, as Eric Thomas would say. Okay, you have to be extremely aggressive. Okay, come up with a great marketing plan. Do Facebook ads, do Instagram ads. Try something. Okay, there's things that you could try that I probably never even spoke about. That if you told me about it, I might say, "Wow, you know what? I might have to try that, dude. That's a good idea. I never tried that." Because see, I don't know every single thing that there is to know about commercial cleaning. I don't. I don't know every single thing that there is to know about marketing, but I keep trying things. Okay. I keep my eye on the competition. Now, I don't necessarily contact them, but I see what everybody's doing, and if it's something that I can pull from that and implement in my business, do you think I'm going to do it? I sure will. I sure will. If it's something that I can pull from somebody else business, an idea, just a little nugget, right? I will pull that from them and implement it in my business and see how it works for me. Because obviously, my mindset works as if it works for them, there's a high chance that it could work for me, right? Same thing, guys. So it's not about what you want to do, it's what you need to do, okay? Because you don't want to go to work, but you go, right? You don't want to go to work, but you go. So you doing something every single day that you don't want to do, yet you have a cleaning business that you want to do, but you're doing absolutely nothing for it. Okay? You have to do something every single day. You have to do something every single day for it. Okay? Because if you don't, you're going to continue to get the same result that you've been getting. Okay? So again, this is like a twofold video. I kind of wanted to talk about, the losing the job and what happens after that, what you need to do, which we covered that. But majority of this stuff is about staying motivated. Okay? Because without motivation, you have nothing. If you're not motivated to do anything and you don't do anything, then you're going to get nothing, right? So that's the eye opener thing right there, is being able to get up, get yourself together, and go out there and get shit going, make shit happen. Okay, make sure your paperwork is good. People ask me all the time, about contracts and different things like that. Yeah, if you send me your contract, guys, I'll take a look at it. Okay, if you want to send me a non-disclosure, I'll take a look at it. Right, I'll take a look at your paperwork and see what, and I'll even suggest certain things. Hey, you might want to add this in there, take this out. Maybe you might want to put that in there. Okay, because again, your paperwork is very, very important. Okay, I would suggest that you have that before you even kind of get the traction part going, or trying to build traction. Okay, because you never know when they're going to say yes, I want to hire you. And the last thing you want to do is be in a situation where somebody want to hire you and you don't have an agreement. And this is very prevalent. A lot of people call me and they say, hey Fabio, I say, well, hey, we don't offer the agreements no more. Oh my God, can you please? Is it something that you could do? And then I feel like I'm kind of forced to help them out, and then I sell them my agreement, right? But the thing is you don't want to you don't want to bite yourself up or bend yourself so close where something happened and then you got to make an irrational decision. Okay, that's why I tell people, always be hiring, always be hiring. You hear me say this all time and time again, guys. I live by this stuff. That's how I'm able to kind of keep telling you the same stuff on all of the videos. Always be hiring, always be marketing, always be marketing, always be marketing. Okay, whether it's paid marketing, like a Facebook ad or Instagram ad and that type of thing, flyers where you got to pay to get your flyers produced and all of that stuff, or whether it's just sweat equity, like picking up the phones, making calls, going door to door. Okay, again, there's a lot of companies out here looking for you. You just have not walked into their office yet. Please believe me when I tell you this. There's a lot of companies out here looking for you. You just have not walked into their office yet. Okay? Don't give yourself no excuse. Oh, I work. Well, every hour that you're not working, you need to be trying to figure it out about getting these new contracts. And I know everybody that's watching me don't really get it out the mud, right? Not getting it from the muscle. Okay? You have to do that, guys. You have to do that. Otherwise, your 2018 and your 2019 go be parallel with one another. You didn't do shit in 2018. You're not doing shit in 2019. You didn't do shit in 2017. So now your 2017 and your 2018 look alike, right? Now you got to figure out how you're going to do this or how you're going to do that. So you don't want your 2017, 2018, and 2019, so you get the ball going today, right? Don't wait till next week when, I'm going to wait till next week after I, do my doctor's checkup. No, just get started today, guys. Do what you can do today. Whatever you can't do, don't worry about it. It's not a big thing right now. Come back to it later. Okay? So again, like I say, the main focal point of starting any business is being dedicated and being motivated. You got to be dedicated and you got to be motivated. If Trump would have gave up on building Trump organization, he wouldn't have Trump organization. Okay? Is there an app? Search commercial companies there. I don't know. I don't know. You probably have to go to your Google Play Store, on your iPhone or on your Android and see. That's just something that I haven't looked up to see if it was available, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was, because it's an app for damn near anything you want to do these days. So I would just play around at your Google Play Store and see what you can find. But like I say, guys, I definitely want you guys to listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you real life information over here, not something that's just made up or whatever, just to turn on and do a video. As you see, my videos have decreased. Yep. As you see, my videos had decreased, and that's because I'm really, really running my business. Okay, I'm really, really running my business. If you guys need help, don't hesitate to email me. Now, it might take me a little while. My assistant, Jasmine, she gets a lot of emails, not just from you guys, but other people, about other opportunities and situations. So please bear with us, but you can email me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOKF like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IO, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Sorry. Let me see. What's this about? Okay, I had to ignore that. So that's bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Okay? BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Okay, so if you want me to take a look at your people text me a lot. If you want me to take a look at your agreement, take a look at your your non-disclosure, take a look at whatever paperwork, I'll take a look at it, read it, and advise you what I think about it. If I feel like you should add something in there, I'll let you know what you should add in there. If you guys have a deal that you're working on and you need to know how to write it up, how to submit an estimate and put in an estimate, hey, drop me your name, your telephone number at that same email, Book Fabio Hart. Get me on the phone. I call you back, sit down, we discuss it, okay, and see what we can do to help you out. Okay, so I'm going to try to do the best that I can on my end, but I can't want it more than you guys, okay? So if you guys have any further questions, go ahead and throw them at me. I'm opening up the floor right now to answer any questions that you guys have. If you don't, I'll let this video go. And until our next video or whatever, hopefully you guys kind of get the ball rolling here. Let me see. You guys have any more questions? Do you have any more questions? My coffee probably cold. I could have answered your question. BP. Just send it back. I'll re-answer it, or you can always email it to me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Again, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. If you guys need help with closing something, or you need help with writing up your estimate, I can help you to the best of my ability with that. If you got paperwork you want to send my way and have me take a look at, I'll take a look at your agreements, your whatever paperwork that you have, and I will give you any suggestions that I think you should do to make it better, or enhance it. So, but do you guys have any questions? I want to go ahead and get that out the way. You guys have any questions? Let's see here. Our basic cleaning skills, is this enough to? Yeah, yeah, basic. You know, that's what I had in the very beginning. This basic. I had worked for my dad and my dad's company, cleaning and just doing basic stuff. So I figured like, okay, I did that before. I'm pretty familiar with it a little bit, and I started my cleaning business. But see, when it come down to the cleaning stuff, you can learn that as you go, right? You can kind of learn how to clean. You can learn. It can be taught. You can learn that. The whole main object of the game is getting contracts. To me, that's just the meat and potatoes. I don't care what any other YouTubers say or any other person talk about cleaning. It's about getting contracts. Without contracts, you have no revenue. Without contracts, you have no revenue. Okay? So it comes down to contracts and motivation. That's the meat and potatoes of your cleaning business right there. Getting contracts and motivation. Okay? I don't care what anybody else say across YouTube. That's just my own, because I'm doing it. I'm out in the trenches. Okay? And if I lose my motivation today, then inevitably I'm going to lose accounts, or I'm not going to get any accounts, which in turn I'm going to lose what? Money. I'm going to lose revenue. I'm not going to make the money that I want to make because I lost my motivation. I'm not motivated to get out there to do it. So again, your motivation go hand in hand with your success. Go hand in hand with you building traction. And that's what it boils down to, you guys. That's why I tell you, be motivated. Okay? You want to make sure you have the legal side done, right? You want to have, your business name registered, your EIN, you know, your payroll setup or system for your employees, or how you're going to handle that. You want to have, your marketing, which avenue you're going to use, which form of marketing you're going to use, right? And then you just want to stay doing it. Stay doing it. Your paperwork, that's very, very important. Okay? You want to have that paperwork together. So again, I'm saying all this to say that all of this stuff is linked in, guys. It's linked in. Okay? With each other. It's tied in with one another. Okay? So in order to really run your business successfully, again, you got to kind of keep your head on a swivel, stay motivated. Like I said, get out there and market. Make sure your paperwork is together. You see how all of that stuff tie in with one another. Okay. You guys have any more questions for me? Any more questions? Don't be shy. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If you guys holding back because you think if I ask him this, he's gonna think it's a stupid question. There's no such thing. Uh, I want you to get your answers, or if you just don't feel comfortable with asking right here, then go ahead and email it to me. bookfabiohart@gmail.com. All one word. BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART @gmail.com. bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Thank you very much. No one else is giving this information like you, like this on YouTube. Yeah, man, I'm kind of giving it to you rough, rugged, and raw. Giving it to you rough, rugged, and raw so you can get it out the muscle, right? I want you guys to be able to jump all the way off the porch, and that's why I give it to you kind of raw and I cut the way I do, right? That's why I have a lot of people that invest into my coaching. If you guys need coaching, my coaching is $100 an hour. You're more than happy to get it. I don't offer like the paperwork no more and stuff like that. But if a person really need a certain document, I will, sell it. But it's nothing that I'm promoting. Like I say, the same thing with the lead generation. I don't offer that anymore. But if it's somebody that really do it, we still have that department open. We still making calls on other subscribers' behalf right now. But it's not something that I'm actively promoting. But if you need it, if money is a factor, we'll work something out with you. But because it just doesn't boil down to that, with me, my business, we do north of $250,000 annually. Okay. And that's just in the cleaning business. And I got the $5 ride transportation. I got direct auto network, right? And I got the new business, the apartment house finding service that I started up. So I'm actively, doing this stuff. So that's why I say what I'm telling you is common sense. A lot of times it's just not commonly practiced. But you can do it too if you just have that same, that same energy that I have, right? You don't have to try to be me, but just have that same energy that I have that say, you know what? I want to do this for my kids. I want to do this for my mom. I want to do this for my grandma. Okay, I want to do this for myself. I want to prove to myself that I have what it takes. Or I want to prove to those that doubt me. Sometimes that motivate people. People doubt them, and then they want to prove to their doubters that they have what it takes to be successful. Whatever it is that motivate you, just get motivated and get going. Whatever it is that motivate you, just get motivated and get going. Okay? Because if you just sit around the house and you just wish upon a star and I can't wait to Fabio go live. I haven't seen him in a few weeks or whatever the case is. And then you see me, you get excited, and then you do absolutely nothing with it. Then you get, you're in the same predicament. Hey, what's up, Antoine? How's it going, dude? So that's what I want to do. I want to get you guys out the house, get you in the field. Okay, get you out the house, get you in the field. Okay, I'm all for that sweat equity. I'm all for going door to door. Door to door absolutely works. It absolutely works. Okay, you don't have to have this three-piece suit on. Okay, you want to look professional, but you don't have to have this three-piece suit on. Okay, just some khaki pants, a nice button-up shirt, a tie or no tie, doesn't matter. Some comfortable walking shoes because you're going to be doing a lot of that, right? And you go in there, introduce yourself. How many clean employees do you have? And that I get asked that on every live, dude. To be honest, I really don't know because it's up and down. It's up and down, right? We hire, we fire, right? We get quitters and then we hire and, that type of thing, right? So, I operate in Georgia, Ohio, Michigan. We in Chicago or Illinois now and Indiana. Okay, because I picked up these accounts. I don't know if you guys remember, I picked up this apartment complex and they had apartments in other states. And so we're in that area too. So I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. I would probably have to check with my the HR department for that. Insurance question. Recently went in and a customer is saying, our vacuum is chipped, they paint on the wall. I've investigated. You have to investigate, just file with the insurance authority. Everything, let's talk about insurance. Everything don't have to be on an insurance claim, because what happens when you do your insurance, when you put an insurance claim up, that sets you up for your insurance to go up. Okay, so everything don't have to be on the insurance. If you chip the paint, right? If you chip the paint, whether it's your employees or with yourself or whatever the case is, you can always come with a mutual agreement, okay, to work something out. You don't always have to go through the insurance. It's kind of like when you have a car accident. As long as you don't have any accidents, your premiums or whatever might remain what they are. The minute you have just one accident, and it might be the first accident you ever had or the first accident for the entire year, they want to raise your insurance up, right? Excuse me. The same thing happens with this. Okay, so I would try to revisit that. I wouldn't, I mean, especially for a paint chip. Okay, now if you did, tens of $1,000s worth of damage, you know, to their facility, then, and you have a $1 million policy, then that might be a clear reason to do an insurance claim. Okay, but everything don't need to go through the insurance. Okay, so I would try to talk to them, see what you guys can come through with mutually. Okay, what you would be willing to do for them uh, to make it up, or try to find a way of proving, or tell them that, how do you know that it was us? How do you know it wasn't one of your employees? So you kind of have to weigh it out somehow. But for a chip paint or chip wall, I don't think that uh, I don't think that it has to go through an insurance claim. I mean, hell, you probably can hire a painter to paint that whole entire wall and blend it all up and get it all together again for a lot less than you know what you would do through your insurance claim. Okay, but I would revisit them. I would talk to the decision maker. Do not talk to everybody about, because you're gonna get two, three, four, or five different opinions about this matter. Just talk to the person that you report to, whoever the decision maker is, whoever hired you on. Talk to that person one on one, just you and that person, and see what you guys can come to an agreement with. Everything doesn't have to go through insurance, okay? And I would suggest that people that have insurance don't think so quick. Oh my God, I knocked this over on the floor. I gotta make an insurance claim. Again, when you do that, you could be costing yourself more money, because the likelihood of your insurance being raised, your premiums going up, it could ultimately happen. I'm not going to say it's inevitable, because that don't necessarily mean that, but it could happen. Your insurance can go up. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind, guys. Um, I've had insurance throughout my entire life of cleaning buildings and things like that, and I've had a few mishaps and things like that, but I've never ever had to do an insurance claim, and I don't look forward to doing one. Okay, but I've never ever had to do one, even with the mishaps. You talk it out with the person, what's going on, or whatever the case is. You come to a mutual agreement and you just stick to it. Okay, if it's something that you can't do overnight, you just make them aware, I can't do this, overnight. But just certain things, it's just don't have to go through the insurance, is what I'm saying. Now, that don't mean that it can't go through it. I mean, if you want to proceed with your insurance, you can. But I'm more into just being personable. If you feel like it's your fault, you know what? It's our fault. We're willing to take care of it. How can we be of assistance? How can we work this out? And then you guys just work it out, with the mutual agreement, instead of going through the insurance. You see here. Gotcha. Okay. Again, if you guys just joining me and you need some assistance, you want me to take a look at your deals, you want me to help you with your, no problem, TC. You want me to help you with your numbers. You want me to take a look at your paperwork. You want me to help you close something. Even if it's not cleaning related, if you just got something that you want to talk to me about that's a little personable, because sometimes people do, they want my opinion about certain things, then you could definitely email me at bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's BOOK, F like Frank, A like Apple, B like boy, IOHART That's all one word. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Bookfabiohart@gmail.com. Okay, and you can send whatever you have, your agreement, your flyers, or whatever. You can send it to us in an attachment, my assistant Jasmine to make sure that I get it. I'll take a look at it. If it's something that needs to happen with it, then I will personally give you a call. If you leave your number, just you can email me your name and your number. We can talk, chop it up about whatever you got going on. If you're interested in coaching, send me an email. In the subject line, put coaching. It's $100 an hour. I would tell you my latest techniques and stuff that I don't necessarily tell you on YouTube. There's certain things I do hold back on YouTube and I use specifically for my coaching calls. Okay, I can let you know all my latest methods, what I'm doing. Okay, in conjunction with what's going on here on YouTube. Uh, if that's the case. If you guys have paperwork matters, again, it's not something that I promote here in terms of getting paperwork because I don't really sell it, but I wouldn't, push you away. If it's something, a document that you really need and I have it, I will offer it to you definitely. It's just going to come at a price, but it wouldn't be what we would used to sell it for. It would just be something that I could help you out with, and bam, there you go. Okay. Um, Anything else you guys want? You got any questions or anything else? I'm here for it. I'm trying to hang tight and let you guys get those questions in because once this video ends, I don't know when I'll be back on YouTube. Okay, in terms of doing a video, because again, I got a lot of great things going with Hollywood Janitorial, with my business, and all of the above. Okay, so I'm still open for the questions, guys, if you have them. Guys have any more questions for me, or is that a wrap? Let's see here. Okay, it looked like a few of you guys have already emailed me. I hear Jasmine. I'm sure she's analyzing it. She have access to my email account. Obviously, she's gonna respond back to you guys. I do see it right here. Um, okay, that's good. Let me see here. That's my Facebook. A lot of people ask me about my Facebook. Uh, I'm at 5,000 friends, guys. So I don't want you to think that, oh, I sent him a Facebook request and he didn't accept my request or whatever. Okay, Facebook only allow you to 5,000 friends, and I'm at that 5,000 friends. But if you do send a request, and I do get unfriended, so if you do send a request and you just sit on my friend list or my request list, then the minute somebody unfriend me, I will add you guys on. Okay, um, so just don't want you guys to think that he's just not adding me on his Facebook. Okay, because I do a lot of lives over there. I give a lot of great information on my Facebook too, as I do YouTube. So, um, but if you guys have any more questions, feel free to chime in. If not, I will cut this video short until next time. I'm sorry, janitorial service. Can I do residential as well, or is that on my range? Hey, Melvin, how are you? Yeah, you could do. I would say do one or the other in the beginning. Okay, I would say do one or the other in the beginning because what happened a lot of times when people try to do both of them at the same time, then they butt heads with one another. Because it's like today, I don't know if I want to do commercial or I don't know if I want to do residential in terms of marketing, right? it's kind of hard for you to do both, which means you'll wind up not making money in any of them, right? So I like to start with a niche. Okay, so if you're gonna do commercial, you start with commercial, you build that up to a significant amount of revenue, and then you branch out to doing window cleaning or doing residential or carpet cleaning or whatever the case is, right? And that's how I did it. So, we do window cleaning, carpet cleaning, residential cleaning, right? But I started off with commercial in the very beginning. That was my whole thing, commercial. Okay. And then once I started making a significant amount of money doing commercial, I branched off into residential, and now we do window cleaning, carpet cleaning. I have vendors for pest control for people that have like roaches and insects and things like that. I have painters for what we do our apartment clean out. Sometimes they ask me, "Hey Fabio, do you paint?" I say, "Yeah, we paint." And immediately I just contact my painters that I have under contract, right? This is like my subcontractor, come in and paint the place and get it together, right? So you can do that too. You can link yourself up with other people, and like if you need a pest company, you can do like me. I mean, I don't do the spraying and the pest control, but I link myself with another company that do that, put them on a contract, right? And they come in and they do the pest control. Same thing with the painters, right? I don't personally paint in my company, but I subcontract that work out. So when I get a paint job, hey, I call my painter guys and let them come and do the painting and do that, right? So, but to answer your question, dude, I would suggest that you start with one or the other, right, and then gravitate to the next step or to the next thing. If you guys just joined me, I want you to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Come on, come on, come on. Get the likes, 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 likes. Get the likes up. If you're just joining me, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. If not, you guys have any more questions? Let me see here. Guys have any more questions? See here. Come on, guys. I know you guys got questions. If you don't want to answer your questions, ask your questions here, then you can definitely email me at bookfabiohart. I do have a few that came in as I've been on live. I guess it's some of you guys here on live. My assistant Jasmine will get them out. If it's something that you guys need to talk to me about, she will be contacting me shortly. I will be giving you a call. If you need to ask me something or you need to speak to me about something, when you email me, leave me your name and your telephone number, okay? Make sure you include it in the email so once you get it over to me, I'll be able to follow it up, okay? So if you guys don't have any further questions about anything, I'll go ahead and let this video go. There's no sense in me just holding on. Okay. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys, that'll do it for now. I'm Fabio Hart, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Guys, take care, and until next time, I'll see you later.